darkness and violence filled our ears last episode, let me regale you with a short story, one of friendship and redemption. A short story from the land of Kreishland. Welcome, my friends, to another rousing adventure in the land of Kreishland. Today, we are going to continue the story of Jameson Franco and his young ward, Consus. Freshly off their victory over the goblin assassin, sent by Scrog. And now reaching the fine milestone of level 2. So we are going to go out. First things we're going to do is just go over leveling up your characters. It's a pretty simple concept in D&D 5th edition. All you have to do is just go to your class page and look at the table, and it will tell you what features you get. For Monk, starting with you, every level you always get your hit dice. Your HP goes up, so you should get 8 plus your Constitution modifier. And then monks get the unarmored defense, or the unarmored speed bonus. So your speed will go up by 10.
Okay.
What does that put you at? 40 now?
Yeah, 40.
Nice.
40 speed, and then I get 8 plus my
Constitution modifier, yeah.
Okay, so I get 9 more, so I'm at 18.
Mm-hmm.
18 what?
18 max HP.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And then at level 2 is when monks start getting their key points. So you get 2 key points, and the key points are they're kind of they're like a currency, similar to like a spell slot. You have 2 of them per rest, and they power the first 3 moves you get, which are listed here, which is Flurry of Blows, which allows you, if you want to spend a key point, you know how you get an extra unarmed attack after you attack? You can make that 2 extra if you would like to, after attack by spending a key point. Or you can do Patient Defense, which is spend a key point to do the dodge action as a bonus action, and the dodge action just makes it so all incoming attacks have disadvantage. So you could still strike someone and then make everyone's chances to hit you have disadvantage with that, which is pretty great. And then Step of the Wind is the last one, which is the you can do Disengage or Dash, which is Disengage is where you can move out of combat without attacks of opportunity coming after you, and then Dash is where you double your movement. But either of those can be a bonus action rather than an action, and then you also get to double your jumping distance for the turn that you use the Step of the Wind.
Step of the Wind. Okay, so two of those.
So you have a movement, offense, and a defensive pool,
Okay.
point pool now.
Got it.
And that's it. That's all you need for level 2.
Okay.
So now we are on to Warlock level 2. You have a little bit more to choose from here. Because level 2 is when you get the Eldritch Invocations, and you're going to pick 2 of them from that list. But the first thing is, real quick, let's go through. You get 8 plus your Constitution modifier and max hit points.
And your con is 0, so you get 8 more, so you're at 16 hit points. Write that down.
Wait.
Okay, you're using a pen?
Oh, wait.
I'm using a pen.
Rookies.
Get this pen back.
How many numbers did you say? 16?
Yeah, I said one number, but it's 16.
Yeah. No, it's 16 numbers. You always add 1 to 1 to 1 every time you address any number.
Yeah.
I said 16 numbers. Okay.
You get one. He gets 1 more spell slot. So instead of casting 1 spell per day, he can, or per rest, he can do 2.
Okay, so 2 in the level 1.
Yeah, because he still only gets level 1 spells, and then he also gets to add 1 more spell from the Warlock spell list.
Sweet.
Which I can bring up unless you want to look it up in your book there.
Yeah, we looked up the.
Can you do it?
So.
Well, let's pick your Eldritch Invocations first, because some of them give you spells for free. So the Eldritch Invocations are extra powers you've tapped into personally, and so you get to choose 2 custom ones. So there's a few that improve your Eldritch Blast, And there's a handful that let you cast like a spell at will. Like basically, it makes like a level 1 spell into a cantrip. For some pretty decent spells, like False Life is like a boost of like temporary hit points. Speak with Animals is pretty good. It's like universally kind of usable. Disguise Self is another one. That's like the that's the basic illusion to make you look like someone completely different, and it could be someone that you know or just like someone you like make up. But you can't look like you still have to look like a humanoid. Like you have to look close, but like then there's like you can do cast Mage Armor on yourself at will, which if you don't wear armor, Mage Armor gives you like a base amount of armor. Anyway, this whole list here, as you can see here, so you just pick 2 of those. So if you want to just go for all Eldritch Blast stuff and make it better, the 2 of the 3 that you could do are, the top one's probably the best one. That's the like Agonizing Blast is what it's called in the book. It means you get to add your charisma modifier to the damage dice roll. So instead of just 1d10, it's 1d10 plus I think 3 he probably has.
4.
It's a 4 plus 2.
He's got 18 charisma. Plus a 2. But that's because he got it plus 2 for making. So the bonus is plus 4 because it was 16 plus 2, I think.
There you go.
A lot of numbers there.
Yeah, so if he gets that one, he get so if that's the one, and then the other one's for Eldritch Blast. If you want to go for that, one of them is it makes Eldritch Blast's range 300 feet.
Pretty far.
Which is that's like the equivalent of like a heavy crossbow, I think, or something as far as like the game terms go. And then the other one is you can make your Eldritch Blast push opponents back 10 feet. So you can use it. So you can use it to like knock guys off walls and stuff like that.
I want that one and the damage one.
Okay, damage and knockback. Now all you have to do is hit with Eldritch Blast. And then everything will be fine.
Don't think it'll be a repeat of last time.
And then for you get another spell, level 1 spell. You can charm. Expeditious Retreat. Protection from evil. Unseen Servant. About that.
The Invisible Butler.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Very nice. Name him Barley.
Invisible Butler. Hadar. What's Arms of Hadar?
Arms of Hadar is like a area. It's like it bursts out from around him and hits enemies that are all like close and surrounding him.
Like an arcane explosion.
Yeah.
Butler.
You want a Butler? Okay.
Holy Nova. Except it doesn't heal.
Yeah, I want a Butler.
Okay, Unseen Servant. So as a spell, if you use a spell slot to cast Unseen Servant, you have like an invisible force that can carry out extremely simple tasks for you.
That's amazing.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so you guys have officially leveled up, and word has reached some ears in town of your little romp and adventure with Valerio in the arcane engine. So, you guys get word from because now what you guys need is money, right? You're both broke.
Yeah, we're pretty broke.
You have no cash and barely any equipment. So now you guys kind of have to just enter into the real world. But luckily for you, you are called upon by the owner of the general store in Crest Call. You guys know it very well. It's called Everyday Uses. It's located right in the center of Merchant Alley, which is like the main merchant road. The proprietor of Everyday Uses is Pepper Rugelfoop. She's a gnomish woman, and her family. Everyday Uses. It's the general goods store, and it's kind of oddly shaped based on its history. So it's when the Rugelfoops came into town. They came in originally with like Valerio and everyone else and all the new settlers to Kreskal, and they built two houses where Merchant Alley then like became a thing. So they like built two houses on like a shopping district, and so they then like built them together, and there's a constant like shift of the two houses are now one building that houses like the everyday like market store, but like over the years like store like adds and changes and removals of sections of wall or relocations of the inventory constantly happen, so it's charming but kind of annoying to deal with. But she called upon the two of you because she heard you guys were looking for work, and she
I have an idea.
And she has something for you.
Wait, I have an idea.
What?
I want to send my butler to do simple tasks for her
Get money?
to get money for myself.
Well, so
Because I think that's
well,
pretty smart.
you'll probably have to go learn what those tasks are, and then you can determine if your butler can do it. But yeah, maybe if it's just working around her store that she's looking for. All right.
Hopefully. I need that sweet cash.
Okay. So when you guys get in there, she's like yelling about something in the corner, and she's looking through some like boxes and crates and stuff like that. And there's a couple of like regular patrons. You probably know most of them, just people from town. Hey, Bill.
Hey,
Mrs. Sanders, good to see you. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, Billy. Hey, Billy.
Okay, so we greet some of the patrons and try not to interrupt her yelling storm, but want to make our presence known through the corner of her eye or something that we're here.
Yeah, so she.
I'll wave my hands really big.
She kind of like she looks at you and like nods acknowledgement, and then she kind of says like something offhandedly about like, it's that Bartholomew. I just know it. He's got to be like. And you know who she's talking about. It's Bartholomew Goldstein. He is the owner of Maneuvering Mercantile, which is the shipping company, which is like the main shipping company. And your dad like worked for them a lot, did a lot of stuff with them, like worked at the docks and dock master and stuff through them and whatnot. So she's mad at the owner of that because there's a long-standing like rumor that Goldstein wants to just get the location of everyday uses to make his own warehouse and then just become the shop, because he now sells directly out of his warehouse and stuff. So there's a lot, like, bit of like a income rivalry going on like in town. So she's gonna she points at a box and kind of is like, "What do you see here?" And you guys just look, and it's like tools.
Yeah, tools and things.
Yeah, she's like, yeah. She's like, exactly, tools. She hands you like a piece of paper, and it's like a shipping label, like a shipping invoice type thing. And she's like, so tell me what's wrong with the tools. So I'll have you guys like roll let's do investigation, an investigation roll to like.
Not a 20?
Yeah, D20, and then it's if you have the proficiency, then it's you get the stat and the proficiency bonus of 2 for your level.
Neither do
You did
you.
one.
Stink.
So just intelligence roll then, if neither of you have it.
9. I got a 9.
Oh, go. Read.
Okay.
No idea.
He's not smart.
So you guys are like looking at it, they're like, yeah, it looks like tools. She's like, she points and she's like, there's like 7 of these, but it says there's 8 on the paper. There's 5 of these, but it says there's 6 on the paper. And you guys are like, oh, okay. And it's like she's just trying to like test you a little bit. She's like, okay, well,
We're not just tools in the chest.
yeah, she's got a couple of tools in my own chest here. So she's like, listen, all right, well, anyway, she's like, I'm pretty sure that Bartholomew Goldstein is shorting me items, and she's like, I want you guys to go down to the Maneuvering Mercantile and find out for me and like figure out what's going on and where my stuff is, because he already cost me an arm and a leg just to get my stuff to my own shop. I'll be damned if he takes some of it off the top, skims some off the top.
Yep, they don't call them Bart Gold for nothing.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Bart Gold, bury me with my money. Seems like a simple enough job for Jameson and Kansas. Let's see how they handle things.
What?
Does she want a ghost butler?
Yeah.
she says, I mean, I think if you go too far away, and we'd have to read the spell description exactly, but I think if you wander too far from it, or it's got like a duration.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
she'll pay you if you can find out what's going on with her missing stuff. So.
Yeah. That's what all right. Here we go.
Okay.
How far away?
Maneuvering Mercantile is on the corner of Merchant Alley and the One Moon Highway. One Moon Highway is the highway out from town to the southeast that leads to the docks on the lake shore. It's called One Moon Highway because if you travel by foot at a regular rate, you will have to spend one night on the road before you get to your destination, like just a few hours later the next morning. And so, yeah, Maneuvering Mercantile is the biggest. It's the biggest building in Crescall. The huge soulless warehouse crowded with carts and wagons, goods, and miserable patrons, and even more miserable employees.
That's amazing. Wonder if they want a ghost.
It's,
No one wants No one wants your ghost butler.
I love my ghost butler.
All right, here we go.
All right, so yeah, it's just a big like open warehouse. There's people moving around talking about stuff. There's people that are trying to like bring shipments in, and there's guys like trying to load their carts, but then other people are stopping them, and just it's just pure commerce chaos.
Is there anyone that's like carrying a load or struggling to hold something up? Maybe we could assist to try to get an inroad of being nice to someone, and maybe they'll give us some info.
Like, okay, so you want to find like
With my ghost.
someone that's like loading something up, and you're like, oh, let me help you with that. Okay. Yeah. I guess let's do like a perception. It's you kind of like look for the right opportunity to like help get your way in.
Okay, I got a 16.
Okay. Kansas, did you roll?
3.
Got a 3.
Okay. That's good. Get the low rolls out of the way before the Eldritch Blasts begin. Okay, so yeah, exactly as you spotted it. Someone's like pushing something that they're like, you could tell it's like the 5th one they're doing, and it's like definitely needs 2 people, or it would be better with 2 people. You run over like, oh, let me help you with that. Like, oh, thanks. Been hauling crud all day. Like, what do you do? Like, what can I help you with? Like.
Yeah, all this hard work for Bart Gold line his pockets, huh? It's not worth it.
I mean, he gives us a steady stack of coin at the end of the day. I got mouths to feed at home, so I gotta just do what I gotta do.
Yep, for sure, understood. Well, where might we find him or someone to talk to? I've got some business dealings I want to run by the old man.
He's probably just in the office. It's just located in the warehouse. It's the only place where there's a door that's shut.
Oh, gotcha. Well, let me help you with this load here, and then we'll be on our way.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
So we help the gentleman. We're on our way to the door. I'm guessing, is there anyone keeping an eye out and making sure no one knocks or interrupts him, or can we just go and knock?
No, as far as you can tell, there's not like a guard or anything. It's just like an office door. So, go knock.
Cool. Yeah, let's see if we can't hear anything through the door first. Not suspicious. We're not gonna go.
Yeah, you can hear some muffled voices. It doesn't sound like anything like shady or particular going on. They're just talking about like something with like some cargo about some complaint or something or whatever. But all the normal stuff.
We'll knock and wait for a response then.
Okay.
Better if you want to blow the door open.
Yeah.
Goldstein, I know it's you. He's like, enter, come on in.
Hey there, Bart Gold, it's me, Jameson Franco.
And you've probably seen or met him before. Yes, young Jameson, of course.
Yeah, whatever.
Tell me you're here to follow in your old man's footsteps and get a job with maneuvering mercantile. You know that Grecian's economy will never fail.
It will never fail. Absolutely. And I'm here to help grease the wheels, as it were. So, but first things first. I work sometimes with our dear friend Pepper. And,
he like grumbles off the side of his lip.
I know. She's got it in her head one way or the other that this last shipment of tools was a little under what the bill of sale mentioned, and so she sent me to go.
He like slaps his desk.
Ask some questions.
He slaps his desk and like a vein starts to pop in his like obese neck a little bit. He's like, "Rah!" He's like, "This again. First the lumber, now the tools." He's like, "Look," and he shows you the paperwork on his end where when they received it here at the warehouse, the shipping bill said it was supposed to have what it had, and then they saw that it was missing, and they filed all the like proper like paperwork to show that like basically they have this. They have like he shows you like what you assume are like legitimate like proofs of seals, that there's broken seals that like show that they didn't touch it or the insides or like and it came like that. So he basically he how he explains it is he moves all liability of error. It falls either to the dock or the sender, and so now he
yeah you wash your hands of that. I totally get it. It's not your fault, but there's something ill and amiss with this process here. Not on your end, but if the senders or the receivers or the shippers are skimming off the top, you're going to get a nasty reputation you don't want.
That's true. That's true.
How can I help you, Sparkle?
He goes, well, I suppose where the tide floats many ships, or all the ships, or whatever they say about tides and ships. I've never even been on a ship. I own 100 of them.
You do.
We'll fine. Do you want to go check this out? I was gonna send some people down eventually, but it's the busy season. And
yeah, no time like the present. Listen, I think we can make this work for both of us. But I know I don't work for free, and you're gonna expect to gain some sort of benefit from what we find out, I'm sure. So how can we make this amenable for both of us?
He goes, oh, I see. You got a sharper mind in between those ears than your old man, already asking for money. I like it. He points to your young companion. He's like, I've heard this one has an ill rep around town. I don't know if I can be doing business with a darkness worshipping horn boy.
Look in the mirror.
It's mostly it's a phase. We've been friends for a while. I've taken this lad under my wing and shown the true paths. The right way.
Well, if you're willing to stamp the old Franco name of seal of approval on him, I suppose I could let this slip, since it's just contract work anyway.
Plus, he's as money hungry as you and I, so we've got that in common.
Good to hear it, young man. All right, here. He tosses a small bag of it's 3 gold, 6 silver.
Right, I like it.
And he's like, this'll get you your supplies to get yourself to the docks. And he's like, from there, you fill me in on what you got, and I'll bolster that depending on the level of triumph here.
Yeah, yourself a deal.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
So, if you guys look in, you can head back to everyday uses, or you can buy stuff from here. But you guys want to buy at least a day or 2 of rations, probably, or any kind of food that's listed in the equipment section of the player's handbook.
Oh, we both have. Let's see. You have a priest pack. No, you got something else.
Yeah, you guys might already have rations from your starting stuff. But you have a little bit of spending money if you feel like getting anything extra.
We need.
Let's get some cake.
Yes, we'll get some cake.
Mm.
We'll buy a couple. We'll buy a couple days of rations. We'll just add that, and then I already have rope. What do you have? You have some daggers. I have some a tinder box, things like that. So we should be good there.
Mm.
Yeah.
How much are? I still have 7 darts, so that should be enough. We lost some.
That's true. The rust monster got a few of them.
Yeah, got a couple of those. Let's see. What do you? I guess we have like the bed rolls and things like that, so we should be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, if you have the like level 1 starting packs written down, for the most part, you guys are
Yeah.
you guys are good, and it's a pretty well traveled highway that you're heading on.
We're pretty aware as well. We don't need a map or anything like that, or inside information, so we should be good.
Okay.
So we're heading down to the docks then. by the
Yeah.
lake.
So you guys are gonna go down One Moon Highway, 3/4 of the way there on each side. So like 1/4 of the way on the way, you guys see like the little like there's like a what on like trails and stuff they have like the little camping like rest areas or whatever. So it's like on a 1/4 of the way and then 3/4 of the way there's like a little like rest area because that's where people camp before they make the final like 2-hour like jaunt to finish out the journey.
Okay. Are there people in the rest area then?
Not the one you're passing now because it's just like probably like noonish by the time you pass that one. So it's right about the time it's that you're rolling into the sundown that you will get to the second one, and we will actually roll. This is you guys are gonna be staying the night in the wilds, as it were.
Okay.
So classic D&D setup is the roll for the random encounter. So let me roll this real quick and see if anything happens.
Oh no, it's not good.
Okay, so actually I did roll. I rolled the good chart, not the bad chart. So you guys, there is there's like a merchant caravan that's stopped there, and they're staying like an extra day or whatever. So it's similar stuff. It's mostly similar like everyday items, but he'll sell it to you at like a discount. So if there's any like tools or anything else or whatever you might want, he would sell it at a discount. But
Yeah, let's just get some if they're cheap enough, just some basic let's get like some things that would be useful for our trip here. So I'm thinking like something that could pry, like a pry bar.
oh, like
or anything.
like a crowbar.
I
Pry
have
bar.
thieves' tools.
You have thieves' tools already, which is great.
Okay.
So
I think a crowbar is listed in the adventuring equipment.
it is. Yep.
How much is it?
Wait. Two gold.
Okay.
listed here.
So it'll be half price because
Okay.
because you guys got the random merchant caravan they're like, we need to get rid of some of this overstock before we make the final push with our carts. The mule's upset.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a couple of darts as well. They're 5 apiece, so
5 silver apiece.
5 copper apiece. So
Oh, okay. So he can. We'll just say he can get you darts for like a copper each.
okay, nice. I'll just.
He has a bunch of darts and crowbars for some reason that he needs to get
that's-
rid of.
Can we question him and not intensely here, not interrogation, but shoot the breeze about how often he travels, if he ever gets attacked on the highways, if anything weird's going on. Between here.
He just landed. Like his ship just came in like two nights ago, and he's just been like holed up here for now until he's deciding to like move on into town. But he's like I've seen like bandits on the roads before and stuff like that, but he's like I've never really had any harrowing experiences or anything crazy. He's like one time I think I saw like people said it was our imagination, but I think it was a giant, so, but
Every once in a while. Well, I did know. I knew an elf who was like 8 feet tall. So.
oh yeah,
Maybe it was him.
Blowthorpe, yeah.
It could have been Bloodborne.
It could have been Bloodborne.
Scares people.
He's
That's
green,
true.
so I don't know.
All right. Well, thanks for the goods. We'll camp here with you. Keep each other company.
All right. He busts out his favorite keg of ale and offers you guys some mugs of it and pulls up some nice like dates and stuff.
I can play an ocarina, so I can.
Oh yeah, you can like do some music. Yeah, you guys make it into like a nice little like camping session. Real good.
I think he has a gaming set, right? You can play,
Yeah, I got some cards.
Oh, you guys can play some cards, play some music, have some drinks, eat some dates. He's got like figs that he brought from like on his sea voyage that you guys have like maybe never had. Some kind of exotic fruit from somewhere.
Some exotic cake.
Some exotic cakes. Yeah, we hunted cake. There you go. Exotic cake. Perfect.
There, go.
Okay, so you guys get to the so morning comes and he packs up and heads the opposite way of you. You got like 2 more hours on the road and you get to the docks. So the docks is built upon, there's kind of like this almost like corner of the beach where it's the sandy beach on the eastern side. Like it's the eastern beach. It's like a sandy beach that then curves into like a northern like really rocky kind of cliff area. And then the docks are built like right in like the place, like it's all the area where that's like meshing together, where like the sand and rocks come together is where all the docks are built up on. So you guys roll in. There's dock workers all over. There's like 10 main docks, and you know the docks master. He's an old dwarf named Padro Irontoe. Padro Irontoe. He knew your dad, worked with him plenty, so you have at least that contact. But other than that, there's just guys hauling, ships coming in, going out, just the normal day-to-day.
Is Padro visible, or do I have to go and kind of find
Oh yeah, he's just off like looking over some like ledgers and yelling at some guys that are slacking. He yells at some guy that he calls Loaf. He's like, "Loaf, get up here!"
Excellent. Well, I'll go approach Padro, slap him on the shoulder.
Jameson, good to see a fine, spirited young man, you know. Not like these clowns. Get to work.
Yeah, I know. And, you run a tight ship, Padro. It's been a while. I haven't been out on the water for a while, so I'm hoping I don't lose my lake legs.
Yes. Well, it would be very embarrassing to the Franco name.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's my predicament, and I'm looking to work here, and not necessarily in the footsteps of my father and being a sailor my whole life, but want to understand the business side of it. And you seem to be pretty in depth into that side of things, so I'm curious, what's it like working for Mr. Goldstein, and how are things going? What do I need to pay attention to? What do I need to worry about? Like I'm just trying to learn from the best here, and I know you're one of the best.
And he's like, you get involved with Goldstein, are you?
Well, maybe. I'm open to your words of wisdom here. I'm trying to figure things out, and he seems to be the biggest fish in the ocean.
Yeah, he's like 9 out of 10 ships that show up are his. Other than being a money grub, a bit of a money grubber, and don't get me wrong, it's the old dwarven tale that a gold earned is better than a gold pirated, but they're both great if you can have them both.
That's right. Yeah,
anyway.
I have no warmth in my heart for the man, but he does seem to know how to make the cash flow.
Yeah, but he's not really a problem. He's just, you punch in, you punch out. As long as things are running okay, he kind of leads you to it. So I've never really had any complaints. I can see why people in town might not like him, but I don't have to deal with him that much. So
yeah, you don't have to deal with him too much. What about our friend Penny up in the trade district there? Do you interact with her much?
Oh yeah, Pepper.
Yeah, Pepper, sorry.
Pepper Rugelfupe, yeah. Oh yeah, Pepper and I go way back. The Rugelfupes, and he's like, because Padro's been running this docks for. He's like the second docks master since the docks were even built, but because he's been here for like 40-something years. But yeah, he's like, yeah, me and the Rugelfupes go back. Pepper's great. I mean, she's a Rugelfupe, so they're all a bit wacky and kind of,
Rugelfupe.
Yeah, I can't ever. What race is Goldstein?
He's just a human. Yeah,
Just a fat.
just a fat pudgy.
Yeah, you don't trust him as far as I can throw him. All right, Padro. I'll cut to the chase here. If in my innocence and young desire to make money, I kind of got myself involved in a dispute between Pepper and Mr. Goldstein here.
Oh.
I know. But what I'm trying to figure out, it's really a he said, she said type situation, and I'm just caught in the middle here. But it sounds like Pepper is accusing Mr. Goldstein of skimming goods, and Mr. Goldstein is accusing no one of it happening, but is very aware of it happening, and is somehow trying to figure out where it's happening, so he can either put Pepper to rest, or figure out what to do to stop this from happening. So I don't know if you know anything. I don't know what's going on, but I'm kind of the messenger trying to figure this out.
He's like, I haven't gotten any like reports about any problems, but he's like, obviously it's hard to be on every ship that goes. He's like, you're more than welcome to like look around if you want. Even he's like the next ship that's coming in, it's like you can see it on the horizon. It's like it'll be here in like half an hour. He's like, if you want to help unload this, you can kind of take a look at things going around and maybe like see what you want to do with that. But he's like, I don't have any information for you specifically. I haven't seen anything going on. But he's like, if people are reporting it and it's coming to me this way, then he's like, I better start looking for it. So he's like, but I don't have any leads for you, unfortunately.
Yeah, where there's smoke, there's fire, and you just want to find the fire. So you're saying that you need some help unloading this one while we wait for the next one to come in?
Yeah, sure. If you're willing to jump in, you're more than welcome to kind of move about. And I'll say you guys are like temp workers, and so people shouldn't harass you if you're moving about the docks and asking questions and whatnot.
Okay, well let's unload, but also observe and integrate with the men and see if we can't learn something.
Okay. So
hear something that they're saying.
Okay, perfect. So let's have you both roll insight. You can do insight or perception, and it's either one, whichever's higher for you. They're both. I'm pretty sure they're both wisdom-based skills, but you might have proficiency in one or the other.
Yeah, I have proficiency in insight and perception. Interesting. But none of the others. Okay.
What about you, Matthew? Do you have it neither?
Nothing.
What's
I
your-
got a 16.
You got a 16 though,
Okay.
But I don't have anything.
and no bonus to it. I got 11 bonus 2, so it's nothing.
Okay.
13.
13? Okay, that's not too bad. So, you both pick up on two different things. One is, there's a... We'll say, Jameson, you discover that, or you overhear a half-orc that everyone calls Stump.
Okay.
And he's talking to, like a half-elf, that you didn't catch his name, but you pick up on them kind of talking about, like, they're talking about one of the guys that is over there, like, lifting stuff, and they're talking about him being, like, a new guy, and they mentioned something about him being, like a potential recruit, and then that just, like, was a little weird, and then Consus, you notice something that's a little off too. There's a really big dude. His name is Brontu, and him and Loaf are lifting something together, and they're like talking, and then they like, you can tell they like are talking about what the box is or whatever or something, and like they're asking like, hey, what's on this ledger or whatever, and then after they hear whatever it is, you don't really catch what it is, but they look at each other and they do this. And then they like walk away from each other.
Good move. Good. All right.
Mhm.
So that's their signal for stealing boxes for sure.
What's in it?
I don't know, but I have a crowbar and I'm about to find.
Are you gonna go check that box?
Well, are they away from the box yet, or?
Yeah, they moved it to like the next like where there's like sections that it goes through as it's like passing through inspection and getting off
But
segment.
do I have access to the ledger to tell me what's in the box?
Yeah, if you go and like just ask like the dock master and the captain or like the who's the inventory specialist on a ship? What's the title for that? I don't remember.
Yeah, what is that? That's the word escaping me.
The quartermaster. Yeah, so the quartermaster and the dock and like the dock's like manager for this dock are like chatting and looking over ledgers and stuff. So
is this a Goldstein boat?
This is not. This is actually just another one, like some other.
I'm gonna invoke Iron Toe's name then and just say, hey, we're doing some random checks. Can I open this box up just to see if everything's accounted for?
But they're like they flip through it and they're like, yeah, that's fine. They kind of like give you a questioning eye, but then you also like are just standing there with a crowbar, so they're like, oh, yeah, he must be legit. Why would he have a crowbar?
I don't have a crowbar.
Okay, so you pop it open and it's like you recognize it immediately. It's like metal little metal implements for like rigging, like ship rigging, like metal ring things.
What is ship?
Like the stuff that would like the little rings and the hooks and the pulleys that would like hook the ropes for all the sails and stuff on boats.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, rigging equipment. All right, you want to do a quick, let's quickly count all of these numbers. So, 1 number, 2 number, 3 number, 4 number.
That's right. Oh, Matthew, we love you. It's okay.
How many numbers did we get to?
26.
Sure. There's 26 rigging, and that's what the ledger says. So shipment looks good. Everything's fine.
So what I want to do then,
It's take.
we're gonna box it back. We're gonna box it back up. We're gonna mark on the ledger that's correct. I'm gonna put a I'm gonna like etch something in the side, kind of like not visible that anyone else will see, but just so I know that that's the box that I checked. We'll see if it comes up again later. We could catch these guys in the act. I don't know.
So wait, you're gonna scratch something onto the box, or?
Yeah, like scratch something onto the side or the bottom, so it's not like super visible, but
something you would recognize that.
I would recognize.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that'll help us at least mark that box as being we checked it, and if something fishy happens, we can say, "Aha, that's the box that we checked." I don't know. We'll see. See what that does.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you mark the box, and then do you just finish up that ship? And what's the plan on like waiting? Like, are you gonna wait till the box gets to like the next section, like on its own, or are you gonna you're gonna leave the docks and then like come back, or like how do you want to approach the next step then?
Francis, do we stick around or should we move out and then come back in?
We should go on the ship and hide.
Hide on the ship itself?
Yeah. So that way we can go to wherever they're coming from and see if that's what's messing up the shipment.
That's a lot. I don't want to be a stowaway on the ship.
That's a whole different adventure. You guys hopped a steamship to Sweden.
Yeah, well, it's a great thought, Consus, but I don't know if we have the time and the resources or ability to get out of that. It's a unique thought, so
yeah.
Let's go. We'll leave and then go ask about the process to see if we can get a beat on where that box is going to go next before it gets loaded up on any carts.
Okay. They run you through. It's like it goes through. It's basically like the next step is like it gets set to like the there's like loading pallet sections kind of thing, and it's gonna go to its designated like area to get ready to load on the cart.
Oh.
Probably won't even be loaded till like tomorrow morning.
Let's then try to so that wasn't a gold steamboat. That one is coming in, right? A gold steamboat.
The one that's like the one that like
Yeah.
is coming right after yours is a gold steamboat.
So let's stay away, but let's try to keep an eye on Brontu and Loaf.
Okay.
Just kind of tail them while the other boat comes in. Then if they are assigned to that boat, we'll just join in the work and kind of
Watch them again.
That's
Oh. Okay. So you follow them around and pitch in where you're like being more like conspicuous and whatnot, and you can tell that they like Brontu Loaf, the half elf that you saw talking to Stump. His name. Loaf. You find out Loaf's name is Stan. His real name is Stan. But then the half elf is named Harry Hawkins. And Loaf, Harry, Stump, and Brontu definitely like chat a lot and like hang out a little like as like a group. Like they're pretty chummy, and they seem to be occasionally chatting it up with Tino, which is like apparently the new guy that like just joined this like dock. This is like the Dock 3 workers, you know.
Is he also a orc?
What race is Tino?
Human.
Right. I think
Loaf and Brontu are also humans. Brontu's just he's like an O lineman sized one.
Gotcha.
Who's the half orc?
No, Stump is a half orc. He's big too, but he's a lot leaner. Like Brontu's like as wide as he is tall, kind of thing, you know.
And he's a human.
Yeah. Just a big meaty.
Yeah. So here's my thought, Consus, and you can tell me if this works or not. I wonder if there's a way for us to finagle to get Tino alone. You know, kind of the ritualistic, hey, new guy, let's go buy him a drink or whatever. Try to get him away and see what he's been telling him as far as get some intel from this guy.
Smart.
Would that be feasible?
Yeah. So you want to go talk to Tino and try to like be like, hey man, you're the new guy. We want to like take you out for because there's a in like the docks area. There's like it's not a town, but there's like a little like strip of like there's a couple settlements, a tavern, like a couple of inns and things like that. Just because like obviously the workers don't they usually stay for seasons or whatever. So
still got 2 gold to blow here on him, so maybe I could show him the town.
That's true. That's true. That's a very good meal and plenty of drinks. Even one gold.
Yeah, and I can talk to him about my past with Pedro Iron Toe and how he needs to get in with Mr. Goldstein because he'll pay his way.
Okay, I'll make you roll a persuasion, and then depending on what you roll, I'll explain why.
Can I try after him?
Yeah, you guys can both roll it if you want.
Come on! Oh no, terrible.
17. He got a 1.
Okay.
He's awful.
So you're like kind of stumbling over, like you have this big plan in your head, and you kind of like are like stumbling over your words once you're like in there executing, and he kind of is like, well, I don't know, and then Constance's like, listen, man, like, just be cool, you know, like, we just want to hang out, you know, like, and he's like, it's weird, he's like, I didn't expect like to be the new guy and get so many like, he's like, I've never seen you guys before, but you seem like you're, you know, aware of what's going on or whatever. He's like it's weird, like you getting offered like it's a very like friendly establishment, you know. I've never seen like are you guys with like Brontu, or do you guys normally do you like wander between the docks? Like what's your guys' deal?
Yeah. So we know Brontu and Harry Hawkins, but we try to keep everyone friendly and everyone well engaged in the work. So we don't play favorites, but we just wanted to.
Oh, okay. So you're not like one of the Dock 3 boys, right? Like that's,
No. They get to these clubs and it becomes this big thing, and we want to make sure that you feel like you're not being pressured to join any sort of gang or club outside of what you want to do.
Oh, well, yeah. As a matter of fact, that's kind of what they've been pushing. They've been talking to me a little bit. They're talking about they want a better life than being a dock worker, and they've been talking about these big dreams. I don't know. I think it's kind of crazy, but yeah, I mean,
yeah. Well, no, everyone's got dreams. What have they been saying? I mean, I've got dreams too. I don't want to be a dock worker my whole life.
He's like they just said they have like a plan to like get out of this life and like make it big, and I don't know what their plans are. They're a little rough around the edges, but I'm just trying to like work the dock. He's like, I'm not trying to like stir any pots. Seems like this is like a internal affairs kind of investigation now.
Yeah, no, I hear. And,
Yeah.
we don't want anything bad to happen to anyone here, Tino. So I'll grab his shoulder and say, Tino, we need you.
For our club.
You've made some inroads to potentially a very dangerous school here, and while they offer you a better life, it might come at a very steep price, my friend. So here's my proposal. You don't know who we are. You never met us. Get in with these Doc 3 boys. See what they're up and all about. And my buddy Goldstein is going to pay a hefty price for some intel. And that's what we're looking for. And that, my friend, could lead to a better life.
He's like, that's true. That's true. All right. He's like, I want to say that Tino Clydesdale is no rat, but I'm kind of feeling like being a rat. And you know what? Maybe it's okay if I'm a rich rat.
Yeah, golden rats are the best kind of rats.
That's right. If I got all the cheese, then who cares, right? I'm the happiest rat on earth.
Yeah, here's one more on the house, Tino.
He's like, okay, perfect. He's like, they mentioned talking to me about, joining up with them. But as far as I know, I haven't like hung out with them or anything and whatnot. But he's like, I have heard them talk about like hanging out after hours at the docks. So he's like, after sundown, you may want to just go around and see if maybe they're up to something. He's like, they seem pretty like open about it. So I don't know if they're up to anything, but I don't know if we're supposed to be around the docks, once past nightfall. So.
All right, hey, that's good. So here's what I'll do, my friend. I want you to show up after hours with these boys. But I'm gonna let the powers that are around here, like Mr. Irontoe, what potentially is going on, so that you are steered clear of any of the mess that might happen with this, and you can continue to keep your job and do what you need to do. But we'll also have your back, and we'll be in the shadows, so to speak, listening in on what's going on here. How do you feel about that, buddy?
He's like, all right. I'll go check out what they've been talking about. So.
All right. So let's we'll reconvene at the end of the day. I do want to just pick Irontoe's brain on this, though.
Okay.
I don't think he's in on it, but I need to make sure that he knows.
Yeah. He knows kind of what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
But hopefully he doesn't show up with this whole dwarven clan to stop us from doing what we're doing.
No. Okay. So he's in like the ship house like warehouse office area when you approach him. I just tell him. Just looking at paperwork all day.
Yeah.
No.
You've been yelling at Loaf this whole time, right? I think you're getting to him. He might be a little disgruntled, but we're worried about the new guy Tino, who seems to be getting press ganged into something he doesn't want to do here. So then I'll just lay out the plan that that's what we're trying to accomplish, and that we're not gonna be violent. We just want to see what's going on with our own eyes, and then you can trust us to give you that good information.
He's like, all right, yeah, sounds good. Just keep me updated. He's like, I won't He's like, do you want like, I have like night guards. Do you want like extra ones on patrol, or do you want like less?
Yeah, here's the thing. I don't know how trustworthy you feel that the night guards are. If people aren't supposed to be there at night and they've been getting in, there might be some insider dealings there. So I think try not to rock the boat too much.
He's like, all right. He's like, I'll give you tonight, and then you get me something, and we'll go from there. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Seems Jameson and Consus have themselves a plan. A nighttime stakeout at the docks to monitor Brontu and his friends. Interesting. I wonder where this will lead.
Have him move it in.
Are you guys like staking things out when Tino goes in?
Yeah, so we're gonna keep our distance, but we want to kind of be within shot.
Stealth rolls then.
Okay, let's stealth it up.
I have extra stealth, I think, right?
You do have extra stealth, so good job. I may have to step out of this one because I don't have stealth. But...
And I'm 5'2".
Oh, that's not bad.
I got 18.
You got an 18, I got a 16.
Plus my stealth.
Okay.
Stealth. So you got a 20.
I got a 20.
And I got 16 straight up. I don't have any bonus.
Okay. Dang. Yeah. Yeah, that's plenty good. Okay, you guys are very sneaky. And you approach, and sure enough, the four of them and Tino, so now 5, are standing around the box, the shipping pallet area that you guys had talked about, looking at the very box you marked. But cracked it open. They're pocketing some goods, and they're talking about like, this is a great heist for the Shark Boys.
The Shark Boys.
And Tino's like, what are the Shark Boys like? We're gonna show you. You're like, Tino, you're one of us now. And they like toss him one of the like riggings, like take it, like, and we'll show you our hideout. So they light up a torch once they get like back out from the docks, and they head down into like the rocky crevices like outside. And you guys, I assume, follow them.
Yeah, we gotta get more intel.
Okay, you follow them. It's about it's a small walk from the like construction, or from the dock area. Wow. Yeah, it's not that long of a walk, but they kind of go up and around onto like the rocky cliffs, then back down into like closer to the thing, and there's this little like inlet rocky cove that they end up like, and it's got like a natural like stony walkway that leads into the rock wall, and there's a nice little like lake splat, like a tide splash like cove with a small rocky platform that you can see that they've began the construction of like a small little like skiff. Tools, lumber, riggings.
But what a beautiful place. They want to be out and about. They want a better life.
They want a better life. And so they bring, so you guys overhear them, they bring Tino in, they drop the things, and they're like, all right, Tino, we brought you in because we know you're like a shipmaker's son, so we want you to help with this. And he's like, all right, he's like, I'm like, guys, I barely like looked at my father's like work. It's like, I've never really been a shipmaker, and I don't really know much. They're like, well, you're still gonna help us. You're one of us now. You're a shark boy. And he's just like, I really don't think that this is for me. I'm gonna just go. And Brontu like steps forward like intimidatingly, and he goes, no, I don't think you understand. You're a shark boy now. And then they all circle around him, and Brontu like cracks his knuckles, and he like comes in at him, and he's like, what are you doing? And he just like starts punching him, just like a cage match style, like, and the others are like pushing him back into like Brontu, and Brontu punches him like a few more times until Tito's like, okay, like, I'll play ball, you know, like. And he's like, that's right. And then he's like, nobody beats the big shark. Brontu, the big shark. And then they all are like, Brontu, the big shark. And then they all go, shark boys, shark boys. And then they're basically gonna like convene, like, you know, they're gonna like, and end their meeting, end of their convention here. And they plan on leaving. I don't know if you guys are just going to watch this night, or do you want to confront them?
I want to confront them.
You want to
Sure.
confront them?
They can't beat up Tino.
Yeah, you guys sent Tino into this.
It's true.
He didn't even want to.
Let's go right now.
All right. Let's
Heroically jump out into the light.
Yeah, we'll jump out in the light. We'll do the Shark Boy thing.
Oh, you're gonna come in and like this? Okay.
Like, we're on to you, Shark Boys.
No, what we should do instead is jump out and attack immediately, so that way, because we get like an
advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, he wants like a surprise round, like jump out and start like wailing on people.
Last one in the face.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Let's do that. I guess we'll go and try to take Brontu down first.
Yeah.
This seems to be the.
Okay.
Shark.
So you guys have let's do. It's been long enough. We'll do one more stealth and perception for the enemy to see if you guys actually like, get out and get the like spell off before they kind of hear something.
Hey, wait, which one's what did he say?
I'm doing perception for me. It's perception versus stealth. Yeah.
I got 13 total.
Okay.
What's that?
Okay.
Wait, is it his? Does he add his dex modifier and his proficiency to it?
If he's proficient. So any skill that you roll, you always get your stat modifier. But then if you're proficient in the skill, you also get +2.
Oh, so yeah, I got a 14.
Right. So like a stealth. So like for you, like for Jameson, like you like when you do stealth, you get your dex plus no matter what. Yeah. So you said a 15 instead?
Yeah. So he got 14 instead of the 13, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then I got a 20. I rolled a 19, so 22.
Wait, you don't have proficiency.
I don't have, but I have a 3 dex
Oh, dang.
modifier.
Okay.
22.
Yeah. All right. You guys can have like an ambush round then. So go ahead and is it just going to be like what do you want to do for your initial like jump attack on Brontu?
I don't have any sort of grapple or anything like that, right?
You can grapple. It's a normal like attack roll that you can do.
Human ability.
Yeah. I think what I want to do though is just kind of I want to be non-lethal. I didn't see them having any weapons, so I'll just use hand to hand.
Well, your hand to hand is lethal, but you can toggle. You can turn off and on the like.
I don't want to.
Yeah. And that's that's actually a good thing to bring up in the rules. How it works, as long as you're doing like a melee attack, you can't choose to do this with ranged attacks or spells. But if you're doing melee attacks, when you drop someone to 0, you can choose to knock them out like non-lethal damage, as for like the final hit, rather than try to kill them. Yeah. So. Okay.
Well, that's the intent. I think, Matthew, is there anything you can do to like?
I'll do it.
Get them away so we can maybe disable the big shark, and that might cause them to not want to fight us.
I could do a poison spray, right? Doesn't that like stun them or something?
It just does poison damage. What are your level 1 spells other than
Hex.
He's got Hex, Witch Bolt.
Oh wait, so Witch Bolt is the like lightning damage that he can just keep on them.
Might be dangerous. It might kill.
It's okay.
No,
It stuns them.
you can't kill it.
Why?
Because they just want a better life. They just don't know any better. They haven't murdered anyone. So, I mean, they roughed up the new guy, but they all got roughed up.
Yeah, it's initiation. Brontu the big shark pummels you into the shark boys.
I think we're just gonna. So what do you have? You have a staff that you can hit him with that.
Okay.
Let's try that. Because what I want to do is I don't want them to know like that we have magic or whatever. I just want to be like
you don't want it to escalate to
to that. So let's just come in. We'll try to hit Brontu and then say we're working for the docks and
we're on to you kind of thing.
You guys have a chance to make this all go away if you cooperate. That kind of stuff.
Okay.
Good cop for right now, and then
okay.
That's what we're doing.
So do you want Matthew to use his staff, or does he have a
staff?
Do you want
I'll use my
to just like throw a rock?
Yeah,
No, I wanna
use your staff. I mean, we both got in there. We're within range, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Just
So you guys will just kind of like, they're like around some torchlight in a circle, and you guys are kind of gonna just like bum rush into the center and like double strike on Brontu, and then flip around and be like, you know, like we work for the docks. You're all under arrest. You know, like.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and you get your attacks with advantage. Whatever attacks you're doing to initiate attacks on Brontu. Brontu, the big shark.
No, that is advantage. It's 2d20. We pick the best one.
Yes, you take the highest of the two that you roll.
Okay. I'm gonna punch, and you're gonna stab. You can go first. Like try to hit or something.
Oh,
That's my
I got a 9.
9 is his better one. What do you add to that?
2.
Initiative, or wait, this is just attacking.
Yeah.
So he gets his proficiency bonus, and then it's strength because it's a quarterstaff. It's strength.
Okay, so
So
you got
13.
13 hits him.
You're good.
So
And
that's
I
a
will-
D. Are you two-handing it?
Yeah.
Because you don't have any other thing. So it's a D8 plus strength.
Baseball bat. This thing.
this is a 8, right?
That's a 10. The 8 is the. No, that's 12. No, but that could damage this one. That's the.
Wait, but I want this one.
Yeah. Okay. Roll that. There you go. The 8 plus your strength is 2, so
No,
that's 3 damage. You rolled a 1, so.
I'm not very good with the staff.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I'm not.
You crack
I want
him.
to know your work.
Yeah, you crack him in the shin, and then Jameson, what do you follow up with?
Yeah, I can punch twice, right?
Punch in the face.
If you can punch twice or 3 times if you spend a key point.
Should do a key. 3 punches right to the face. Just don't. Because you can be not lethal, so.
Yeah, hold on. I don't want to do a key. Let me just check something.
Do it.
Hold on. Flurry of blows, right? It says I can spend 1 key point to make 2 on
Right. So you have your thing where it's like when you attack, you can get a free attack with a bonus action. But Flurry of Blows is when you attack, you can use a key point to get 2 attacks. Yeah, like 2 attacks as a bonus action.
Sorry. So I'll just do the regular 1,
2. Okay. And
So
they're
they're
each with advantage because this is the like surprise round.
Okay, yeah, I got a tool, and it's. So am I proficient in unarmed? Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
So that would be.
So it should be Dex plus 2 for plus. So you should have like a plus 5 to hit.
Yeah, I got a 24 on the first one.
That'll do.
It's a 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And then 19 again. So yeah.
Okay. So both hit. So 2d4 plus your Dex on each.
Let's see if we can't knock this guy out. I don't think we can, but he's brought to the big, so it's a big shark. Okay, 2d4 plus my dex.
Plus your Dex
One.
twice. It's your Dex on
Okay,
each
so
one.
That's not bad. So that's 3, 6, 9 damage.
Okay. So like, you come flying in, crack him in like the shin with your staff, and then like a 1-2, and he like takes a step back and is like, oh.
Shout our intentions.
And then you'll shout your intentions. Okay, I'll have you guys roll intimidation versus the other sharks. Brontu, I'll roll Brontu separately. The other guys get
Intimidation. You don't have a bonus in that, but you have good charisma. And I can use strength intimidation instead of charisma intimidation. There we go. Roll a d20 and add 4 to it. I only got 11. I need to roll this one. I wish I was.
Wish you were more intimidating.
17 plus
17 plus
4.
4 is a 21.
21.
Okay, so his like he Kansas like is young, but he looks scary, and there's something about him. Probably got magic.
In the firelight, right?
Okay.
He kind of looks like a demon.
That's true. He's like on the edge of the darkness, like. And
The
all
fire like shadow is like really big, and he has like giant horns.
yeah, all the shark boys other than Brontu kind of cower and are like, oh, like we're done for kind of thing. But Brontu like kind of shakes it off and is like, you cowards, that's the best you got. And then he looks you right in the eye and he goes, I know who you are, little Franco. He goes, fight me. He goes, fight me, man on man. And he's like, I'll show you who the big shark is.
Hey, Contis, you see to our buddy Tino's wounds to see if he's injured at all. I'll take this Brontu guy.
Wait, can I use like something to help?
What
Do you have any?
what could
Like
you?
a perception or something, so I can see like all his wounds or something, whatever.
You should go talk to him.
Okay.
What do you got?
There's a medicine check if you want to like check him for injury. It's a skill medicine roll.
Yeah. It would just be a straight D20.
I want to just try. 18.
Yeah, okay. And so you're like looking him out like, ooh, yeah, that's gonna bruise up bad. But you're patching him up, but you can tell it's all just like surface, just.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll roll initiative to see. This is the only time it matters is this first turn because it's whoever's first. Brontu got an 18.
So is it plus by dex?
Yeah, plus your dex.
So I got a 15.
Okay, so he's first.
Hey.
So
you're not fighting.
he's gonna run up and throw two heavy, clumsy fists at you.
You can use your key to dodge.
What is your AC?
It's a 13.
Okay, so one hits. Now Brontu is a strong and formidable combatant, but he's not a monk, so his unarmed damage only does 1 damage every time. So every time I hit you, take 1 damage.
Ouch. Yeah, this is gonna be a long fight.
So he throws a heavy jab, and you're able to dodge it pretty easily. But then he pretty shocked, surprisingly throws a quick body hook, and it kind of nicks you a little. Oh. All right, big shark. That was a good hit. But wait till you see my fists of fury. Yeah. So I'll just do the normal 1-2. Just the 1-2. Okay.
All right. 1 is 9 plus 5, so 14 or 13.
Okay.
And 19. No. 8. What is it? Yeah. It's plus 5, right? Yeah, plus 5. So it's a 14 and a 19.
Okay. Both of those hit.
And then 2d8s, right?
2d4s.
Oh yes, you're right. 2d4. That's what I had in my hand. I misspoke.
Well, 2d4s kind of makes 1d8, so.
Yeah. Okay.
You got both ones.
I got 2 1s, but I add 3 to both, so that's 8 damage total.
Feels so good.
That's pretty good for I'm pulling punches like Spider-Man.
Okay, he's not quite bloodied, but he's going to. So he's going to throw a 1-2 as well.
Got enough there, big shark? Come on.
Both of them hit you, so take 2 more damage. He just keeps taking your hits, and you're like Bruce Lee kicking and doing stuff to him, and he's taking him just right in the gut, right in the head, and then he's just hitting you, and it's it hurts. Eventually he could get you down, but you feel fairly confident in what's going on so far.
Yeah, he's it's punching a machine, a piece of metal.
What's up?
Could I stop looking at his wounds and turn around and sweep kick him? Just try?
No, let me have
I mean, you
I want to do something.
I know you do.
You could. Actually, I do want Consus to do something while Jameson is fighting. Consus, you are given a pact order from Andorra. You hear the whisperings of the goddess of darkness in the back of your head, and she tells you how fun it would be to use your newfound Eldritch Blast powers to wander over to the right angle and then blast Brontu right into the rocky waters below. Wouldn't that be so much fun, Consus?
Yes.
Okay. There's no stopping it. So he's gonna do it.
You gonna do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Brontu, so first, his lip starts to, bleed, and he's, squinting one eye, but he looks at you with this, hardened resolve, like, ooh, now it's getting interesting, little man, like he's getting into it. And then roll to hit with advantage, Consus, because you are taking him completely off guard.
You're gonna knock him into the water with your, like... He loves it.
He's so excited.
2 5s!
2 5.
Did you missed?
You can't hit without responding with an advantage.
Okay, even with advantage. Okay, so ball of, isn't it like dark purple energy?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so this cackling ball of dark purple energy like flares out and fires across like between the two of you.
Yeah.
And you are just, Jameson, you are just as surprised as Bronto is. The both of you like look over and
I'm gonna try to use it to my advantage and say, my buddy over here, that was just a warning shot.
Yeah, it was. Trust me.
You keep going, and he's gonna blast you off this cliff. So help me, I can't stop him.
Okay, there's a desperate twitch in Bronto's eye, and I'll have you roll persuasion to see if you can calm him from the bloodlust that's about to enter his heart.
Calm down, Bronto.
I want to roll another intimidation.
Calm down, Bronto.
No.
No persuasion.
Can I roll intimidation so he's more scared of me, then he can persuade him easier?
I don't know.
What did you get?
I rolled a 4, so it was.
Oh, okay. He goes, like, nobody takes down the big shark, and he quickly like grabs like a rigging hook off the ground.
Oh yeah.
And now Consus can roll initiative to join in the fray, and we will.
Oh, you
7.
7. So he goes last.
Okay. Bronto is going to desperately swing at. I guess he'll swing at. He's gonna just try to like, either get you out of the fight or like hurt you and then move on to Consus. But he's gonna try to double swing at you, Jameson. You're always the tank.
What does my patient defense do if I use a key point?
On your turn, if you use it, you use a bonus action on your turn. Basically, yeah, it's a bonus action, but it allows you to use what's called the dodge action. Normally, that's an action, but it's a bonus action. And it makes it so all incoming attacks until your next turn have disadvantage against you.
I wouldn't have needed it. You're down with the Eldritch Blast.
That's true. If he would have hit, Bronto hits once, and this time you take 3 damage as he like cuts you across the like chest muscle a little. Tears your shirt a bit.
I do the classic dab with my fingers, lick it.
Okay, I believe it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna key power and go for 3 hits.
Okay.
I gotta knock him out before this guy kills him.
That's true. That's true. This is your chance.
Yeah, here we go. Rolling 3 dice.
So he said I'm still not gonna kill him.
You're not gonna kill him if he's knocked out. I won't let you. It won't be fun that way.
That's
right. You want to have fun, so it's not as fun.
That's all I want.
Okay.
Oh no.
So I got a 13,
an 8 and a 3.
a 21, and then a miss for sure. It's an 8.
So 2 hits then.
2 hits. All right, come on. I need higher damage this time to knock
This
this
guy
out.
sucks.
Yeah, our dice are really bad.
This one's good and that one's good.
There we go. Yeah, still. I gotta give it a better D4. Alright, so 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9, so 9 damage. No, wait. 10 damage, sorry.
Okay. Takes a step back, stumbles, shakes it off, still up, bloodied, meaning he's at least have had health. And you can just tell he's got that, like, he's seeing red, just,
Alright. Nothing we can do.
It is your turn, Consus, and you hear Andara subtly whisper, Now he's weak. Blast him into the water.
Do I get 2?
No, you don't get advantage anymore because he's aware of the incoming attacks. Let's see if he can finally hit. Can Consus develop into a warlock?
6.
Wait,
No.
it's charisma to hit though, right?
Yeah.
That's still only a
10.
Okay. Whomp.
Every time.
You need to roll. You need to hit it with the thing.
He like ducks out of the way this time, and you see him like smirk, like ah. Okay. He's gonna run towards Consus though, because he wants to try to hook Consus. You can take an attack of opportunity, Jameson, if you would like to.
Roll 3 20s.
Do I get to roll 2 hits still, or just the one?
No, this is a reaction, so it's its own thing. It's just a single strike, just because he's moving like out of your threat range.
15.
Yeah, so 20 to hit.
20 hits.
15. All right, now I'll punch him on his way out. Hopefully this does something to you. 5 damage.
Okay. Man, it's close. Still up.
Hey, don't blast him with the thing, or else you won't be able to control it.
Okay, he runs in and takes a big, ugly, like double swing at you, Consus. You easily just kind of like step back out of the way of both of them.
Are you gonna blast him?
I want to use a spell finally.
Which one?
It's actually your turn, Jameson. Because you struck because it was. This is your one last chance. Yeah. I think if you can hit 3 flurry of blows, I think you can knock him out.
3? All right, I'll use my last key point. Give me a better D20.
I'll charge this
Okay,
one.
my last key, triple punch to save this boy's life. Come on, man.
Bronto.
Oh no! All right, wait. It does a 12 hit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got all 3 then. I got 2 19s and a 7, so plus the 5.
Yep. So many
Great.
19s.
All right. So many 19s. I can't get a 20 to save my life. I wish I could get 3 20s in a row. Oh, dear.
Impossible.
It is.
He cheated.
All right, you ready?
Hmm?
Here we go. 3d4s. All of them. Oh, so 15 damage.
That is his exact hit points left. He slams hard onto the thing. Consus stands over his unconscious body with a cackling ball of energy in his hand, and Andara whispers one last time, "Blast him while he's down! It's the funnest time!"
I'm not gonna do it.
She shrieks with anger in the back of your head and removes her powers from you.
No.
Dark goddesses will not be slandered. Excellent work, young Consus. Although you lost your powers, you may have just saved your soul. The Shark Boys surrender,
Okay, good.
and they all get fired from the dock and fined for the stolen goods. But Goldstein comes up with a creative idea because he's like, he talks to you a little bit about your, after Jameson and Consus kind of turn in the info and kind of wrap things up. Goldstein kind of offers like an interesting idea because he talks to Jameson a little bit about what his plans and his dreams, and he's like, the books already are missing all of that ship equipment, and he's like, and I could find a way to maybe finance some exploratory journeys for a young man. And he's like, and I've got the perfect crew for you, because I know they'll work for cheap, because they have to. And you're kind of like, what? And then he walks you out to the docks, and there's a completed skiff that Jameson Franco is now the captain to, and your crew includes all 4 of the Shark Boys.
I knew it. I love it. Oh, we saved their life.
No more Warlock of the Dark Goddess. Didn't matter. You never hit with an Eldritch Blast anyway. I don't think it was meant to be.
Oh, that was the sign for you to not be a warlock.
That's why I didn't hit him.
That's right.
You realized after he got tried so hard, and then he was like laying prone. He's like, "No, this isn't."
That's right.
He walked away. Love it.
So,
Story of redemption.
Yeah.
a nice little redemption arc for Brontu and the Shark Boys, who are now like pretty much indentured servants to Goldstein because he's like, I could get more out of them for like, and they're all just excited because it's like we get to sail, and they wanted to be pirates, but they'll just be a sailing crew on a small it's like a small 8-man skiff. I mean 8-man is like the capacity. You guys have 6 and can run it fine with that. But this will lead. All of this will lead to the side adventures of Jameson Franco, the cartographer of Calistan. So on this channel, and this is a good reminder, kind of a little ad here for everyone to be reminded that Heroes of Kriesland and the world of the Kingdom of Kriesland and the world of Calistan at large is a community-molded adventure hub. So anyone that can come and play and make a character can contribute. And so we know that Jameson here is going to start mapping some extra territories, and there's a whole fantasy world out there to explore and to enrich oneself. So come aboard, go to hokrpg.com to join in the adventures. Thank you, and good night.